In the city's vibrant, pulsating night, neon lights on loud, masks conceal the truth, and whispers reveal secrets. Crystal balls spin mysteries, fortune tellers weave cosmic tales, and truth is tangled in electric threads. The masquerade unfolds, colors clash and neon hearts guide us through the crowded glow. Fireworks explode in our minds, hidden codes wait to be found, and every flash reveals what's underneath. Memories haunt us, light bulbs flicker and shadows linger. The curtain rises, lights ignite the scene, and the stage burns under fiery skies. The show must go on, we'll take the chaos and find our way through every stumble. No mask can hide the fire in our eyes. We're spinning stories under open skies, and when the music fades, we'll still be standing. Curtains draw open, lights ablaze, magic whispers through the night, as masks and dreams converge in spectacular display. Shadows dance, voices enthrall, crystal balls reveal secret signs, threads of fate entwined in tangled lines. The reactor twist unknown, on a stage of stars where dreams unfold. The show must shine bright through chaos and strife, every spark a tale to tell, a symphony of rebellion. Drums beat like hearts of fire, scripts burn with raw desire. Books of untold stories, pages turning brave and bold. Spotlight calls never fade, beliefs of faith and masquerades. We've seen a gamble, each step a leap, dreams awaken where we sleep. Lights dim but hearts ignite, curtains rise to greet the night. Stumble, trip but never fall, the show goes on, we give it all. Raise the roof, shout aloud, through darkness we face the crowd. Broken strings, fading glow, the show must go on, we know. Sweat and tears behind the scenes, dreams collide. We paint the stage with every scar, each misstep makes us who we are. Script is torn, lines blurred, but every voice will still be heard. No rewind, no second take, we build the magic we won't break. Applause fades, but hearts soar, we'll leave them begging for more. Through every storm, every dawn, the show must go on and on.
I so adore that intro, and I love the fact you work in the Spanish Dracula as well. By the way,
Me too.
Every time I see it, I'm like,
well, that's because of Dan. He sent me all the footage so I could compile it into epicness of some sort of proportion. Yay!
But it's funny. Dracula was just on Svengoolie last night. I was watching it.
I got it on DVR. I'm going to watch that.
I love his take on it, by the way. And
I can't stand Spin Goofy. That boy gets on my nerves so bad.
I used to watch it when I was in high school.
The first few years I watched Spin Goofy, I would have sworn that was Ron Jeremy.
In any event, my point is that he told the story about how they filmed one during the day and one at night. They were literally filmed at the same time, only one with English and one with Spanish actors. Although Bill Lugosi wasn't English speaking, at least.
Okay,
sort of. He was speaking phonetically then.
Before we get into welcoming everybody and getting this show started, I got some unfortunate news to say. Today, Tim, our UFO man, got hacked and lost his YouTube channel for UFO Man, and Side B, which is his music channel, and a few others. YouTube is no help as usual. So if anybody out there has any way to help Tim out to get YouTube to, function, that would be helpful.
We need people with connections.
Yes, I know. I have some. We'll see what they can do, but I know other people out there have other connections as well. So if anybody can help, please get a hold of me. You can just leave a comment in my DMs, and I will get a hold of you from there. So yeah, that would be helpful. So if anybody has like a Twitter account, please tweet at YouTube and say, how come you won't help UFO Man, blah, 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 whatever you got to do. That's usually how these things are handled. It's X now, it's not Twitter, excuse me. Oops. Anyway, so aside from that, why don't we get into the show? And Pons, why don't you go to the...
No, as long as I've known UFO Man Tim, and I've known him a long time, this is the first time I've ever known his channel to get an anal probe.
Well, anyways.
Yes. Some quick hellos. Geek Culture, welcome to the party.
Hi.
Emily Miller, so nice to see you. Gary Carpenter, he's back. Tracy's with us. Hello, Tracy.
Hi. I'm going to stop
Christopher's here, a.k.a.
Right,
Kenneth. Hello. Snark Sass, so great to see you. Oh, by the way, Mrs. Fresh discovered your material on Facebook, by the way. All the little chibi post. Absolutely loves it, by the way. Absolutely loves it. I believe I said Angela McConnell, but just in case I didn't, hello. Welcome to the fun. Big Chief, hello, Big Chief. Welcome to our little junket. Let's just see. I know I'm missing a couple here. Oh, Sitcom Camaraderie. I love the name, by the way. Welcome. I'm glad you could make it this evening. And I'm just gonna. I'm on the home stretch. I think I got everybody. But I'm just gonna sort of babble on for a minute. Oh, what you mean? What you mean? Good to see you. And if I missed anybody, make a comment, and then I'll know you're here. Did I see Jess Kerwin? Well, I don't know. But if you are here, hello. If you're not, hello.
It's nice to see a lot of the same people who were here this afternoon. So.
Oh yeah. It's good to see everybody. It's been great. I mean, Sarky and I did an impromptu live last night for Valentine's Day because Tracy said to. Because Tracy likes to party. Who knows? So that was fun. Check that out. Some older people that used to panel with us all the time showed up from the fictional land of Australia. So that was fun.
Sorry about the tooth pain. Nothing is more horrid. Ew.
Yeah. Tooth pain is awful.
And I want to say a special thank you to Stevie Jordan from Washington State, who sent me all these really cool DVDs that I'll be getting into talking about over the next couple of weeks, probably.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Good man.
All right. So
the loose topic tonight, by the way, guys, is we're talking about American science fiction TV shows that should have gotten more of a chance. It's a tragedy that some really good science fiction in this country didn't get a nice full run. They were canceled after 1 or 2 seasons, maybe 3 on the outside. And what shows were you heartbroken weren't at least given a fighting chance? I know which one Dan's voting for. Have you guys all seen Kolchak, by the way? They used to show it on the Sci-Fi Channel years ago when the Sci-Fi Channel actually showed science fiction.
Kolchak is only like half science fiction. It's like half science fiction, half horror, really.
Well, you could have watched them every night at midnight on MeTV up until about 2 months ago when, in their ignorance, they took it off.
Well, good thing you have a copy, though.
Yeah, they took it off the same week I got my copy from you, and I was like, what the hell? It's the universe trying to make me take that DVD player and turn it on.
But Dan made the observation ages ago that there could have been no X-Files without Kolchak, and you know what? You got to give it to him. It is when you watch Kolchak.
It says that on the label.
Some of the plots are even taken from.
I saw it. It says the X-Files. Yeah, I should know. I haven't seen it.
Away from the X-Files.
And,
which is awesome.
Emily, I tried watching the V reboot. It was just so different from the original. I couldn't sort of wrap my mind around it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't sink my teeth into it.
I thought the first episode was great, and it was just downhill from there. Honestly.
Anyways.
At the time V was on, I was really into it, and I was really enjoying it. But now that I look back at it, there's certain things that just don't cut it.
Well, look, everything about V and then that 80s reboot thing or whatever was fine, but then that remake in the 2000s or whatever, that was awful, and that went on way too long. My gosh. My eyes are still bleeding from that. Yeah.
Like I said, the first episode was great, and after that, it just went way down. Like it was trying to do a different thing. It was trying to be about the cult of personality and
it was trying to
celebrity.
Make
it, at least it wasn't as bad as the remake of Battlestar Galactica when they made.
Come on!
They made Starbuck.
I'm not going to have that fight on here.
How the hell can you make Starbuck a girl? Dirk Benedict got there and had a heart attack when I happened.
Just remember, I didn't start that one.
I know.
And Galactica 80, come on.
It was still better than the remake with that pot face guy.
I did like the episode where they got Gary Owens to the voice of the Cylon. The one that is direct adaptation of Hell in the Pacific.
Yeah.
That episode was solid. I mean, I really did like that one episode.
You know, Battlestar Galactica, the remake, that was the most messed up show ever. They got the pot face guy from Miami Vice that looked like somebody shot him with a shotgun, and then they made Starbuck a girl.
It's Edward James Olmos. He's sci-fi royalty. He was in Blade Runner.
It don't matter what movie you look like you got shot in the face in. You look like you got shot in the face.
I think those are acne scars, I believe, right?
He didn't have scars. He was just acting like he had scars.
No, they're acne scars. Like
yes, they are acne scars. I heard acting though. That's why I was laughing.
Okay, yeah. I can speak about English. Maybe not. Probably not.
I always considered Jason of Star Command a sort of reboot of Space Academy. It's like Space Academy wasn't doing too well because it didn't have enough action. So it's like we'll retool it and make it Jason of Star Command.
And if you want to see all the episodes of Jason the Star Command or Space Academy, you'll find a playlist in this
I wonder where.
Yes, and I'll put it in the comments after the show, so you guys can just go watch it there too. Because I think I saved it on my phone for now.
Yeah,
Graham, I tried so hard to like Space Above and Beyond. Because they were trying to do World War II set in space. You'd think I would be. It was written for me personally, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I didn't identify with the characters, or what. But I had a friend who was obsessed with it. He used to have me come over and insist we watch it, and he admittedly said for some reason every time you try to watch it, you watch a not particularly good episode, but. I tried so hard, I could not warm up to that series. I don't know why. Because you'd think it was written for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think I ever watched that one. I don't even think I've heard of it. How long ago was that one?
Like 30 years ago. I think my wife and I were newlyweds.
Ooh,
and it literally it's set on like an Earth space capital ship. And we're fighting a war with these aliens that are in full body armor, and we're losing. And it's basically like a World War II movie where they represent the Axis. Only again, it's set in space. And one of the things I noticed is it tried really, really, really hard to modernize. And when you take an idea that classic and try to modernize it, it's like all you really do is sand it down. You should, if you're going to do something retro, do something retro. If you want to do something modern, do something modern. Don't do modern retro. You will fail at both.
Yeah, that's usually, I can't think of one thing off the hand that worked like that at all. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one show back in the day that I actually liked when I was a kid was Earth 2, right? I was getting into it. I enjoyed everything about it. Tim Curry was in it. I'm a Tim Curry fan.
As a villain.
Yeah, he was a good villain. He's great. I like him as a villain. I thought it was great. I love the native people there. They were they could like go through the ground and travel really quick, and then, like when these people. Yeah, and then these people, because they're over the space station, they're like trying to cultivate this planet, right, for Earth 2, because we messed up Earth so bad. Woo. Anyways, so the people that get down there, not all of them have great intentions, right? And then these aliens, heal the little boy who had some weird suit on. I thought was really cool back in the day. But like, and then these couple are like, I'm gonna stake this ground, and then they froze some of the native people. Then fighting started. It was awesome. It was really good, and then it was just gone. It was terrible.
Yeah, they didn't let it catch on. I loved Clancy Brown. It was the first time he ever played something other than a psychopath. And that in and of itself was refreshing. He's badass, but he's like this loving single father and Mr. Robinson level leader of the group. He's like this really great character, and I wish they had given it more time to take off. But yeah.
I would have liked to have seen a lot more episodes of Electra Woman and Dinah Girl.
Oh, that was good stuff too. Thanks, Chance. Okay.
Well, there have been a lot of mentions of Saturday morning shows, and that's always been a problem. Saturday morning shows tend not to last long because they're geared to 6 to 10-year-olds, and they have the attention span of 6 to 10-year-olds. So it's very rare, like Land of the Lost, which I still think could have continued. But Land of the Lost got 3 seasons, and that's almost unheard of for a full-length show. I mean, people say, oh, yeah, well, Bugs Bunny or Pink Panther, because they kept retooling it. They kept changing the packaging.
Yeah. It got 3 wonderful seasons, and it took 1 shitty movie to kill it.
2 shitty movies. Well, actually, no, 1 shitty reboot, 1 shitty movie. I'm sorry. I digress. I still want my Planet of the Apes, Land of the Lost crossover. I think that would be
interesting.
Standing.
But I did see I did see the comic book thing out where Tarzan is on the Planet of the Apes or something.
That could work too. I can get into that, but that's why a lot of the Saturday morning shows people are mentioning didn't. Oh, and I agree with you on Arc 2. Arc 2 was actually a pretty good show. Arc 2 is that post-apocalyptic The Fugitive. It took a page from, and Doug, you and I have talked about this on many occasions, but it's basically the Dylan Hunt saga, there were 3 attempts to make the Dylan Hunt saga, and all 3 of those deserved a better chance, but it's The Fugitive set in a post-apocalyptic setting. It's a wasteland. So what happens is each time the main character shows up somewhere else, it's a completely different because everything is microcosmic. The world's been balkanized. So you can have an entirely different adventure each week. I mean, that had unlimited potential. In fact, I will go you one further. A lot of people are going to say you're putting me on. As I'm sure some of you at least know, Harlan Ellison wrote a teleplay for A Boy and His Dog. I know, right? You're kidding. Yes. He wrote a teleplay for A Boy and His Dog. It's way sanded down. There's much less cannibalism and ravaging.
Which is like 90% of the story. So
which is 90% of the story.
And the other 10%
it's
is a
down,
dog.
and they introduced the sub character of Spike, which he intended to use in a sequel, but never get around to. So, but it's basically Spike, Vic, and Blood as they roam a wasteland. And one, it's not very good. And it's not that Harlan Ellison wasn't trying. He was simply writing it to his target audience, which are people who aren't very unassuming. Don't have high standards. But it would have been The Fugitive set in a post-apocalyptic setting.
I remember that I really, really liked the Arc 2 vehicle they rode around in.
The Arc, yes.
You have started watching Fallout, though, haven't you, Thrash? Which is the closest you're going to get to A Boy and His Dog TV show.
Yes. And I think I love the fact that while it's incredibly dark and grim, it's also very funny. And I don't know how it's very good. I just think I made a mistake I didn't start from the beginning. And and I feel I really need to start from the beginning and just going to watch my way through. But I started watching somewhere in season 2 and fell in love with it. And I finally said, "Nope, stop! You're gonna hate yourself if you don't stop this."
Yeah.
Oh, someone mentioned Buck Rogers. I thought that lasted 4 or 5 seasons. How many seasons?
I thought 3, maybe.
Was it only
maybe
3?
2? Maybe 2. I think it might have died after they left Earth in season 2.
No, it died when they brought in Bird Person.
Yeah, that's what Hulk showed up.
Which is why Rick and Morty, they brought in the character Bird Person. They were making fun of Bird Person. That killed it. That was the last season.
I had repressed that thresh. Thank you.
That was the writers giving the network the bird.
Hey, as a bird, I understand.
It's the classic Cousin Oliver syndrome.
Oh, gosh, that thing was awful.
As soon as the show starts to lose momentum, we have to bring in a new character. No, you don't. You do not have to bring in a new character.
Actually, what you could do is put a character that's already there, that's a lesser character, and make them a main character. Oh, you could do that. Yeah, that's a way better idea because they're already there. They're semi-established, right?
Or a recurring subplot like they did with Sliders, and I'm astonished no one's brought up Sliders yet.
I was going to, but I thought, maybe that's a discussion for. You know what? That's fine. That show started out really good, and then it just got
Well, it was to do that where it was trying to bring in all these secondary characters and make them the main characters because the main cast didn't want to do it anymore.
Well, yeah, no, I get that. It ran its course, and they were like, no, we're gonna just put this into the ground and step on it, and here you guys go. And you're like, no, what? No, stop.
The same thing happened with Stargate around season 14 when they had to replace the main cast with different people.
Yeah, that got a little hard to watch. That was true. I was still watchable mostly, but it was hard.
Sometimes there are shows where I know it's not going to get better, but I keep watching anyway. Like Heroes. I watched Heroes all 4 seasons and even the 5th season that came out a few years later. And every season it got worse. It never got better ever. It just continually got worse.
I think I made 2 seasons.
And
I made it.
It was the writer mistake of making the plot fit the characters instead of making the characters fit the plot. The characters are supposed to drive the plot, not the other way around. But whoever wrote Heroes didn't learn that lesson. So.
Oh, and before his girls over it, the thing about Sliders was they tried to add 2 recurring subplots to recreate interest. They had the guy Roger Daltrey play a shapeshifter, never adequately explaining. I mean, it's mentioned how he can shift shade, but it's stupid. And when that didn't captivate our attention, they brought in the Cro-Mags. Now, the Cro-Mags, I thought, could have been a real interesting subplot because it's an alternate universe. They're not even really human. They're sort of an earlier offshoot of that are closer to chimpanzee, which makes them a lot stronger and more badass. But they never really executed it properly. But I thought it was a great concept. But again,
I thought they were like the Sliders version of Klingons.
Well, that was the niche they filled. But their explanation is that they weren't human because they came from an alternate universe where Homo sapiens didn't take over the roost. It was the quote unquote killer ape. It was they were a more chimpanzee, sort of like chimpo sapien, I guess, making up a word here. But that type of situation. I work with I hate every chimp I see, from chimpanzee to chimpanzee.
Oh my God.
And that's why they rip off your face. I understand now.
Someone in the background
I love
is laughing.
you, Dr. Zayas.
My wife or my mother, probably both.
Dr. Zayas.
You're going to rock you, Dr. Zayas?
Yes, Dr. Zayas.
Oh, and Dan, I remember for a while you were posting the Monster Squad on at 3 a.m, if I remember correctly. You remember a while back?
Hey, I never got a copyright for that show. It sucks so bad.
And he went on to become a congressman.
Usually I'll at least get a copyright claim when I used to go off and play crazy shows at 3 o'clock in the morning. But there's a whole list of shows like Bigfoot and Wild Boy, Wonderbug, Land of the Lost, Electra Woman, and Dinah Girl that I played and never got in no trouble for. To this day, I still have not gotten in trouble for playing them shows at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Just a roll of the dice, man.
Electra Woman and Dino Girl. The only I put the intro up, and the music was fine. It was the video that got copyrighted, and I was like, oh, cool, I'll fake my own video, and I did.
I got through the whole show and didn't get a problem, but then I tend to babble through most of it. So.
Was one of those live ones you did?
The actor who was sort of like their controller, he was sort of like their cue. You know what I'm saying? He was in everything. He ran the diner in Back to the Future. He was in a bunch of old war movies. He was like a great actor who I guess in real life everybody loved, but he usually played badasses.
See, I stopped a long time ago watching reboots because they took something that was good and made it awful, right? And then they took something that maybe was awful and then they rebooted it and made it even worse. And I'm like, oh, why would you even try that? I mean, you could make things better, but they're like, no, we don't do that here. And I'm like, whatever.
When I found out they remade George Romero's Crazy, I go, maybe it'll be good. No. Somehow worse than the original.
It's like when people go like, man, I wish they'd bring back Babylon 5 and remake it. I'm like, no, don't. No. You don't want that. Have you watched any remakes ever? You don't want that, especially these days. They're like, we're going to make these things awful and terrible. Remember that storyline you liked? We're going to tweak it and make it the worst. And you're like, well, hi.
Oh, and Brogan and Gary, yes, I too loved Wonderbug, and it does count as science fiction. It's about a flying car. That's good enough for me.
I think.
Oh, and little trivia for Magic Mongo. The two girls, one of course is Harvey Lembeck's sister, or Michael Lembeck's. Michael Lembeck's sister, Harvey Lembeck's daughter. She was in Welcome Back, Kotter. But the other one, the one who ran around in the bikini, she's now married to Bryan Cranston.
Oh, wow!
Trivia, yeah. The hot chick from Magic Mongo is married to Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, okay.
Is she Breaking Bad?
I would assume so. Bryan Cranston's happy with her. It's good enough for me.
I saw this crazy video today. It was the alternate ending for Breaking Bad, and in the alternate ending, he wakes up in bed. And he's in bed with his wife from Malcolm in the Middle. It was all a dream.
It was so funny. Yeah, I was like, that was the best play on that ending ever. I was like, that's great. Yeah. And actually, that came out before the ending actually happened. So the rest of us, we were watching that, were like, dude, I wish that would be the ending. That's hilarious. And then we get the ending we got, which was great. Overall, I didn't have problems with it because it fit the storyline fine. However, that was funny.
It really was very, very funny.
Yeah.
And I consider Breaking Bad science fiction. And although it certainly had a good run. And here's one for you. I don't know if any of you watched both shows, but I still say Breaking Bad and Walking Dead, same universe. And it was actually Walt's concoction. Someone was trying to replicate it, and they caused the triggering of the outbreak.
I do like
that. Surprised me.
It is fun.
I like it. I think that's really a fun thought there. I never really liked Walking Dead. I watched like the first season and I enjoyed it. And then I was just like the same thing over and over again. I was like, oh, I'm bored. So then I stopped watching it.
I stopped watching after Total War. Total War, I don't know. It was just poorly executed by that point. And it's a pity. It's a pity because Jeffrey Dean Morgan I thought was amazing. And I loved him as Negan. And
he's awesomely cast as Negan. He's
you know, when I quit watching The Walking Dead was when Negan baseball batted the little Chinese boy's head. And I said, yes. Out. It
he was Korean.
I'm gonna
get it right.
His name was Glenn.
Glenn bought the farm. I got ill, man. I said I'm out.
That was a sense.
Bogo says, he likes Space 1999. I did too. Now that was a good thing when they brought in Maya, right? She was good to bring in. She added to the storyline. She helped with the storyline. She was very hot. Yeah, that's true.
It can be done. Yes, you can.
Yes, it can be done. That was a perfect example of
Yeah.
it being done. And then they're like, okay, well, we made this really good show, and we're just going to stop now. I'm like, why? Why would you do that? But I mean, you know, the chick that plays the doctor, like, she didn't seem to act very good, so that irritated me. But the rest of everything wasn't so bad. You know, it was pretty good for what it was, especially for the time. I wasn't alive then, but it was good.
Well, I mean, like, talking about characters in TV shows who were brought in to, like, you know, spice things up and actually worked, like 7 of 9 in Voyager. Like,
oh man, did she
example.
make? Yeah, it was great because they got rid of Cass. They got rid of Cass, and I was like, woohoo! Look at that.
7 of 9 actually made me pay attention to Voyager. I didn't like the show before then.
Well,
Well,
see, it
Walter
was
Koenig
good.
was an addition too.
Yeah,
He was
Yeah.
in the original.
that's true.
Yeah.
It can be done.
Famously not
but,
in Space Seed. Yeah.
but a bird person? Bird person. Oh, and that's so awesome, by the way, Geek Culture, that you had lunch with Jeffrey Dean Morgan. That's crazy.
That is
the
cool.
funny thing is, my daughter and granddaughter loved him from Grey's Anatomy. And I guess he plays a really sympathetic character when he was in Grey's Anatomy. And I had Walking Dead on. And they saw, they go, oh, I love him. I go, you love Negan?
I couldn't get into Grey's Anatomy.
I'm
Don't
surprised
get on the
Emily's
high
not talking about some
Don't get
Supernatural.
on your high horse. He'll have dinner with anybody if you're paying.
I mean, that's true. Most celebrities, yeah.
I'll buy that. It's still cool.
Yeah, well, he hangs out with a lot of celebrities. He used to hang out with like Weird Al and stuff too. Like I've seen all those pictures of it, like a lot of them.
Cool.
So yeah, it's very cool. So yeah, you know, that's what's is cool about, like, you know, everybody that we meet here online. We all got, you know, somebody, or, you know somebody in the movies or something who have been, or musicians or something, right?
Well, it's like Pat McCormick. If I bring up the name of some musician that I like, and he'll just show me a picture of him hanging out with him.
Yeah. I see. I see this stuff on Facebook all the time. I know, and yeah, I was like, wow, this is great. I mean,
A lot of times they'll do you one better.
A
lot of times they'll do you one better and send you a video of them actually being on stage with
Right?
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, no, I really like that about, like, you know, all of us, that we all have experiences and we've all met somebody, you know, in the movies or industry or something, right? Or who work at Paramount. Like I knew this lady who worked at Paramount, right? I never got to have that tour because she died, but, you know, she worked there nonetheless, you know?
Yeah, I met a few celebrities when I worked at Disney, but, you know.
Yeah, you worked at Disney.
Indy! Oh my gosh, Indy is here. Yay!
Indy, you made it!
Oh,
awesome.
Tiny timeout. I have to say, I went on YouTube and I found Recorded Live, by the way, and it was exactly what I've been looking for all these years. I just had the title wrong all these years and thought it was called Film Life. So I want to thank you. You are amazing. In fact, I got one more for you. Let's see if Lenny can strike twice on the same day. And someone else might have seen this too. It was an independent short film. I saw this years ago, and it's going to sound silly, but it's actually pretty intense. It takes place in this sort of dystopian future. People have to stay in their homes. You don't quite sure if it's a quarantine or martial law, but people are stuck in their homes, and the government brings them food packages, and they're stuck there climbing the walls. And this girl is in her backyard one day, because that's still part of the property, and this man dressed in a dog suit shows up, and it's weird. He actually thinks he's a dog, and it's not that silly show Alfie or whatever it was, but it predated that. But long story short, the twist is the family ends up adopting him, but then as the supplies become more and more meager, the father and his friends say, well, the Eskimos ate their dogs in times of distress. We will eat our dog, completely negating the fact that he's not really a dog, but they do it anyway. And I remember watching this years ago on like some short film society spotlight.
Well, and God, this a new one on me, boy.
That's messed up. I remember that.
I know, but okay. So, Indy, I know I'm really digging deep for this one, but if you got anything, if there's one person on the planet that would know, it's probably you, or any other planet. I
remember I saw this movie as a kid. I don't know what it was, but like this vacuum cleaner came to life. And these kids were home alone. And the vacuum cleaner like goes into a bird cage and like sucks the bird feather and meats off of the bird, and the bird's just sitting a skeleton in the Cage, and I don't know what this is. And I watched it. My parents came in, and I had to change the channel. I don't know, but
like
to
a
this
cartoon
day,
or like a
no,
live action thing.
it was like probably some horror movie, I would imagine. Definitely was never allowed to watch them as a kid. So when I watched them, I had to quickly change the channel, right? But this was like in the 80s when I remember watching it. Around like the same time as I saw that movie Worms that I didn't remember. And Chance was like, "Oh, Worms, yeah, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a great movie."
You mean Squirm?
Squirm, Worms, whatever. Who cares? It was cool.
You're muted, Dan.
Is the show you're thinking of called Wilford?
No, it was before Wilford, and Wilford is the dark comedy. This was like dystopian. I think it was even filmed in black and white. Indy says Dog Days. Tonight I'm going to actually see if I can find it.
I remember the one called Wilford about a guy and a dog suit. I just couldn't remember the name of it until I checked it out. But that's the only one
I remember a Dr. Phil episode of a guy who made a dog suit, so that was what I was thinking of at first. So, whoops.
There is that movie about the beaver. The guy wears the dog suits and the beaver suits. And
oh yeah, hundreds of beavers. I think
1,000 beavers or something.
It's some weird Canadian experimental film, which is good. It would have worked much better as a short. I watched it for about 40 minutes and started going. It's a love letter to old silent era comedies is really what it is, and it works. It just again by the you stop caring long before it's over.
Well, actually, I discovered the greatest show that fits right into this category, and I told y'all about it. Even sent y'all the first episode. That's Kirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. The first season's got 8 episodes. The second season's got 10 episodes. And then the BBC canceled it because they're effing idiots. And this could have been one of the best shows I think I've ever seen.
Like I watched the first half of the first episode that he sent me. No, I was just I almost forgot to do all my stuff I was supposed to do, like feed the birds, blah blah blah. Anyway, so it was really a really good show. I can't wait to watch it. But they do that a lot. Like they make these really good shows and then they cancel them. I don't know. And then they make really crappy shows and they keep them going. I don't get it.
I think sci-fi is uniquely problematic because it's more expensive than most other TV shows because of all the special effects. Like even you were mentioning post-apocalyptic shows. Jericho. Anybody watched Jericho? It was a great show, but it was pretty expensive to make all the sets and stuff. Even though it was all set in the same town for the most part, it was still really expensive to make. But great movie. I mean, like a great show. I mean, when the very pilot episode starts with nuclear war, the bomb going off, it's great. It's a good show.
Wasn't the guy, speaking of The Walking Dead, the guy from what is his name? The black dude with the bow staff.
Yeah, him. I can't remember.
He was in Jericho too.
Yeah, he was also in Jericho. Yep, he sure was.
Yeah. He is absolutely
great. He's a fantastic actor. I love him.
I absolutely love him. I love him. And I love the first season of Jericho when it came back and it had this amazingly rapid recovery. If we lost as many cities in a nuclear war as we supposedly did in Jericho, things would not be back to normal in 6 months.
Well, I mean, that's true, yeah. But it had a really frustrating ending because it only lasted the 2 seasons. And the end of the second season is a cliffhanger. I hate that so much.
I remember I was working at Suncoast, Simon. My coworker came in and said, "Oh, did you hear Skeet Aldridge? Johnny Depp called. He wants his DNA back."
Oh gosh. Okay.
Another good example of a show that ended on a cliffhanger, ended too soon, is the Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. That's a great show. I think it's one of the best things of Terminator since Terminator 2.
And she was hot.
It had a really.
It had Summer Glau and it had Shirley Manson. So
it had a really hot chick Terminator. How could you go wrong?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
It kind of it started to go off the rails though, because they decided they wanted to have the Terminator have like emotions and stuff, and it's like whoa! It's like, let's not muddle the mix here.
It wasn't a perfect show by any stretch, but
I did love it. I did love it.
It should have lasted longer than 2 seasons, and it ended in a horrific cliffhanger where he like goes to the future, and there's a future with no John Connor. But that's probably why it got canceled, because he went to the future. It's really expensive.
Oh, the future. Yeah.
But yeah, I hate when shows end on cliffhangers. That happens a lot. That happened to Alf.
It did happen to Alf. The last episode of Alf is harrowing.
Look, I never watched the show.
Hold on. No. Alf ended it properly. They took him off to a laboratory and dissected his little hairy ass.
Got kidnapped.
You know, that's always what happened to aliens, man. They wind up on the table, boy.
But
well, anyway, that's the ending I prefer to remember.
Well, it's an ending. I'll give you.
You
that
probably
much.
really like the ending of Dinosaurs, don't you?
I cried. And I was at one Dinosaurs.
I laughed my ass off. I couldn't stand it.
When they're trying to explain
I just knew it.
They're trying to explain to the baby they're all going to die.
We're all going to die.
My mind came out.
Yeah.
I remember my kid looking up at me and she said, "Are all the dinosaurs, including the baby, gonna die?" I said, "Yes, all dinosaurs die. They all died."
Yeah. Well, by the time the ending
They were all
happened,
Earl's
my
fault.
family and I had stopped watching it because it got kind of dumb.
Yeah,
But we
the
all
last
said
couple seasons are stupid.
we did all watch. I mean, I think we went to my cousin's house and we all just sat around and we watched the last episode, right? And I remember thinking, because like I think one of my cousins was like upset, and I was just remember thinking like, well, how else would it end? Like what? They all get on the ship and then join the episode of Voyager where those dinosaurs. No, we didn't come from Earth.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember that episode. I was like, who wrote this?
Reminding me
Why?
why I don't like Voyager.
It brings the flashback back to my mind real quick of my grandpa getting furious with me because I was upset that the Korean War ended and Hawkeye was going home.
How dare he have a happy ending?
The war to end.
Well, he really didn't have it happen. His mind broke, so then he got to go home.
I always figured when they sent him home, he ended up getting locked up. To be honest, like not in
Most
prison,
likely.
but
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was definitely an alcoholic, and that something like that happened. He was just like, I give up. Did you all
which
just
is
talk
why
about
you never saw him on Trapper John MD.
Yeah, at least he didn't get old. At least he didn't get old and turn into Parnell Roberts like that other guy.
What?
Well, Trapper John MD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trapper John.
Which is technically a sequel to MASH. Technically.
It's better than After MASH, at least.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which is not a
my.
sequel to MASH. That's an insult to MASH.
Because it doesn't exist.
Jamie Farr gave up acting after MASH. I'm sorry, that's mean. He tried so hard, but he wasn't a main character.
No, he wasn't.
He was never intended to be a main character. Period. But he tried.
Hey, Carl Potter was on that show too. He was a main character.
Yes, but Jamie Farr was the central character. They tried to have Jamie Farr be the Hawkeye character in After MASH, and it was painfully obvious he was not up to it.
Unlike Kelsey Grammer as Frasier.
Which is odd because Frasier lasted longer than Shears.
It did.
But in a lot of ways, Frasier's show was superior to Cheers.
I think so personally.
It had a much higher. It had you see where Cheers had that barroom humor that ever drunk really kind of got. Frasier had a really high intelligence quota requirement, and smart people watched it.
It was smart people put in dumb situations. That was the whole premise, which was great.
It's life. That's how life is. You can be as smart as you want, but the rest of the world is dumb. So enjoy.
Frasier has to be. Remember we were talking about when they add a character and it's horrible, and sometimes it's good. Frasier is possibly the high watermark of an added character working for the show.
Absolutely, yeah.
He is definitely in my opinion, the high watermark.
But I would take Jerry Ryan over Kelsey Grammer any day. So.
Well, valid.
Yes, Jerry Ryan is top notch. Yeah, I seen her in a show where she was topless, so that was fun. Yeah, I don't know what it was.
You'll have to let me know what that is. Yeah.
I don't know what it was called. See, I was babysitting, right? And I was skipping through the channels where the kids were sleeping, but then the parents came home, so I had to change the channel. And I was waiting for the commercial. Something to tell me, right? No, don't know. I
never saw Jeremiah. I wish they had given it more of a chance. Maybe I could have actually caught a couple episodes. I heard it was good, but
as soon as I heard about it, it was gone. Yeah.
I know. There was a Canadian show with Janet McCurdy, and I forget what it was called, but it was about this town where only the children survive and it gets quarantined. And it was actually pretty interesting, but they canceled it before we knew what was going on. And that's another thing. When it shows like Lost, where there's actually something going on and they cancel it before they tell you, that gets to me. Although Lost,
I was about to say, with Lost, maybe they should have.
Look, dude, the first episode of Lost was very cool.
Me. They swore up and down on a stack of Bibles. It was because they had to think, well, is it this? Is it that? No, we swear it's not this. We swear it's not that. We swear it's not... I had guessed the ending that had been suggested to them. And they were like, oh, no, it's not that. And I went, you lying sack.
No, they lied a lot. They even said, like, there won't be time travel in the show. There was time travel in that show. Like, they lied through their teeth.
So anyway, that first episode was really cool.
I love Lost. Don't get me wrong. I even like Lost all the way to the end. But that last season is a train wreck.
Yeah.
You know what I stopped watching? When they brought Michael back.
Oh, yeah, that was a mistake.
They resolved one thing in 4 years, and what do? You bring it back? I'm out. That's it.
Right?
The only thing you managed to resolve in 4 years is that Michael get off the island. You bring him back? No, but you have to understand why. I don't have to understand why. I'm not watching anymore.
Yeah.
I have literally ceased caring. I did, however, find out how it ended, and I go, up, called it.
That Lost did do that thing though, where they added new characters and like everybody hated them, so they wrote an episode where they killed them off. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, they should do that more often. Like the character's not working, don't force it, kill them off.
Yeah, just kill them.
Well, that's the way the whole show works. Lost was one of them shows where you really probably shouldn't get attached to nobody because you never know who's going to make it.
Yeah, like, big problem was a lot of those actors were in Hawaii and they liked to party, and a couple of them got DUIs, and then they got mysteriously killed off on the show a month later.
That's crazy, man. Who knew?
The girl, I want to say Rosa. Doesn't sound right. She was in Lost. She was also in the first Avatar. She plays the
Michelle Rodriguez. Who plays the same character and everything. Yes.
Was it Rosa was that her name on the show? Lost.
Ana Lucia.
Not even close. But anyway, but yeah, they were setting her up to be like a really star. Interesting
big character. Yeah.
Yeah. And then she got a drunk
DUI, so Michael driving. Yeah.
And then that scene when she got killed, it wasn't supposed to be both of them. It was just supposed to be the one of them. But they had her. It was
just supposed to be Libby. Yeah.
I remember everybody was shocked because this professor guy, like the teacher, like the professor from Gilligan's Island on Lost, he got blowed up with the dynamite. And
that's one of the best scenes of the whole series.
I was laughing my whole ass off, and everybody was mad at me. Like, he got blown up. How can you be laughing?
It was hilarious. He was even talking about how dangerous dynamite was. Yeah, like, you shouldn't handle it like this.
Boom! I laughed so hard it hurt.
My favorite Lost story though was still I was walking through one of those big box stores once and minding my own business, and there's this couple walking next to me going. I don't think anything of it. It didn't involve me. Whatever they're talking about is none of my business. So I thought. Finally, the woman says, excuse me. And I go, yes. And she goes, do you play Hurley on Lost?
Oh, God.
Thank you. No. I go, no, I play Sawyer. In their defense, particularly as I grow my hair out, when my hair was really long, you have to give it to them. You know, it wasn't that far fetched.
You should have looked at him and said, "How in the hell did you recognize me without my makeup?"
Oh, that's funny. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember that one.
And then,
In case
and
I
then,
get
and then,
mistaken
and
for
then you
someone.
should have made him buy you dinner.
I should have milked it. I should have milked it.
And then
But,
you should have given them the autograph too. Hey, whatever.
Let's see. I've gotten Jack Black. I've gotten Mark Ruffalo. I've gotten
What?
Who else have I gotten?
No.
John Belushi, obviously. Peter Jackson. Even I think I look like Peter Jackson. Picture me with like a little
I
bigger.
can kind of
nose.
see Peter Jackson. Yeah, I got it.
I was channel surfing once, and Peter Jackson was an interview, and I thought it was one of my local access TV shows. I actually stopped. I thought I was on TV. I go, no, that's not me. That's Peter Jackson. So,
Oh, that's funny. Well, you're better than Peter Jackson because I actually know you.
Thank
So there
you.
you go.
Thank you.
Mhm. Yeah.
When I was a larger man, I did kind of look like Drew Carey. A lot of people told me I looked like
Oh, I can see that.
How unfortunate. Now you should. Why did you stop telling me things?
I lost 100 pounds because of that.
Well, there you go.
Hey, Drew Carey was a Marine when he was younger.
That's true, man. Yeah.
He was buff. He just let himself go, but he was buff.
And he's even thinner than I am right now. So
it's actually funny.
Yeah.
Before he did the Drew Carey show, he's a stand-up comedian. He did a show. It was called, I think it was called The Good Life. It was one of those family sitcom type situations, and he's telling the kids about himself, and he talked about I forget what he said. This is one of my two passions in life, and they go, "What's the other one?" And he goes, "Bodybuilding." And everyone laughed because Pillsbury Doughboy, he was actually a bodybuilder at one point.
That's cool, though.
Yes, I have a crush on Drew Carey.
he wasn't the best thing about the Drew Carey show. That was Ryan Stiles. Ryan Stiles was the best thing about the Drew Carey show.
Dude, he's so funny.
I love Ryan Stiles. He's great.
He's hilarious. I love, Sarky and I, we really like, Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Whose Line Is It Anyway? Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. And then when Drew Carey started, hosting that, I was like, that was probably like one of my favorite seasons of the whole of it.
Very cool, Dan.
Awesome, Dan.
He was in 2.5 Men too. Actually, he plays the second husband.
I went to the same high school as Wayne Brady.
Oh.
And the guy who played Oswald, I can't think of his name to save my life. Help me out here. He was in Napoleon Dynamite as the martial arts instructor.
Yeah, him. That guy is so funny.
Birdman.
He's also the voice of Batman. So, yeah.
He had the funniest line. He had the funniest line in the entire show run. It's the one where Drew Carey, the band teacher, has passed on, and we find out that Drew Carey had actually had an affair with her at one point. And so he's really, really broken up about it. And he pulls the band back together so they can do a tribute song to her. And he goes, we have to think of the right song. And Oswald says, why don't we just do The Night Chicago Died, but instead of saying Chicago, sing Mrs. Havershap. And I thought I was going to wet myself. I was laughing so hard. I couldn't breathe. My eyes were hurting because I instantly sang the entire song in my head, substituting Mrs. Havershap for Chicago. I heard my mama cry. Pray tonight, Mrs. Havershap died. My lungs are collapsing.
Oh, that's great. That's so great.
I just had to share that. I'm sorry. I'm speaking in stream of consciousness tonight.
No, that's great. I love how we're talking about sci-fi shows that weren't given a fair shake, and we're talking about the Drew Carey show.
Yeah, it was very sci-fi. Did you see
our tangent had a
lady?
tangent?
Adam West, awesome.
I had
Carter.
I believe it was Michael and Sarah was Bird Person, by the way.
Was it Michael and Sarah, really?
I believe it was Michael and Sarah, for those of you keeping score at home. I could be wrong, but I believe it was Michael and Sarah.
I think you're right, but I just never made that connection.
It's on my nerves.
Yeah, Emily, Dan's going through his autograph book.
Yeah, one day I'm going to pull it out and make a video about all them autographs.
I'm not able to reach mine. Hang on a second.
And he said something about Jack Black, and I was like, I got Jack Black autograph somewhere around here, but I'm not sure where it's at. I got like 20 of these books down there, like the one I just pulled out.
Which is funny because Jack Black is in Peter Jackson's King Kong.
I got one.
That's
I got
true.
one just full of every country music singer's autograph picture you could possibly imagine, and I
Both of
can't
them.
stand none of the bastards.
This right here. It's not in the best condition because I moved. Anyways, this right here, Adam West signed for me when I met him in person at the Pachinga casino, like a couple years before he died. Right, I have a video up on my channel about it, and my mom used to sell him stamps at the post office, so he remembered her.
Oh,
And that
and
was in the
yes,
70s.
Michael and Sarah was married to Barbie Eden at one point.
Hmm.
They were divorced not long after the show, but they were
I
married.
think I got a.
They actually starred together in Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, the feature film.
Mm-hmm.
How about the cast of the Dukes of Hazzard?
Oh, that's cool. I really liked that show when I was a kid.
And,
I was like, look at that car jump.
Michael and Sarah was Kang in multiple Star Trek TV shows.
Yes. Yes, he
Yes.
was.
And
and
Deep Space Nine was one of my favorite ones when he was in that.
And he was Quarlo in the Outer Limits episode, which is one of the works of Harlan Ellison that Cameron plagiarized in doing the
Yes.
Terminator. One of them. But the Outer Limits, I think, had a pretty good run. It was what, 4 seasons, 5 seasons?
It was actually only 2. There was only
Really?
2
Then it did
seasons.
not
of
have
the
a
Outer
good
Limits.
Yeah.
The second season, though, it wasn't as good as the first season. Like, it was dipping in quality. It wasn't getting better. Like,
Well, how many hour-long short films can you make?
exactly, yeah. The first season was great. The second season, it's got a couple of good episodes, but that's about it.
Well, that's what we were talking about with the Twilight Zone. When the Twilight Zone decided to force it to an hour,
that's the worst season of the show. Yeah.
There were a few good episodes. There were a few good hour-long episodes, but by and large, they felt padded and not particularly inspired. The first one, In His Image, that was the first hour-long one I saw. Was when they brought them back when I was in high school. And I go, oh boy, an hour-long Twilight Zone! I can't wait.
There was a TV show, I think it lasted less than one season, called Cliffhangers, and it had like these 3 little shows in one. One was about a group of cowboys that lived in an underground city in the West, and one was Dracula, and I think the third one might have been about a reporter girl or something.
Okay.
I never saw it, but someone asked me about it
Google
years ago.
Cliffhangers TV show, maybe 79 or something, maybe.
Good. I wasn't born, so I did. All right.
So, where were we?
I don't know. Sci-fi. Drew Carey.
Sci-fi Drew Carey.
Sci-fi Drew Carey.
I don't know what year now.
Well, that's right.
1979. I was right, damn it.
Emily, James Best is amazing, and he wrote science fiction literature. Well, he made science fiction films, more to the point. Can anyone name the one he's best known for? Anyone? No? Attack of the Killer Shrews.
Okay.
He wrote
that was so on my list. I never heard of it.
You never heard of Attack of the Killer Shrews?
Anyway, Cliffhanger TV show,
Anybody else?
1979, 10 episodes, Doug.
Okay. Cliffhangers.
1979,
1979.
10 episodes. And it was a great TV series. Like I said, it was based on the old TV series from where they did serials back in the day, and it would have three short stories in it, but they were all part of Till Next Week. They were like 3 20-minute episodes in an hour, and each of these episodes were 20 minutes of a show that would continue next week, and each one were their own little thing. And the one about the underground city and the cowboys was freaking awesome. And they were actually telling a modernized Dracula story too that was pretty good.
Yeah, the show was done by Ken Johnson, the same guy who did V and The Incredible Hulk and The Bionic Woman and multiple other shows like that. So yeah, I gotta check it out now.
I believe The Cowboys meets Subterranean City is actually an adaptation of an actual 30s sci-fi serial. I believe it was. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, and I did it in black and
Phantom
white.
Empire.
Yeah, and it was in black and white. The cowboy part was in black and white, like an old western.
So
yeah, Tracy knows Shroom. So there you go. Tracy knew it too. I just never heard of it.
Shroom stew? What? I'm so lost. What are we talking about now?
Drew Carey, sci-fi.
Oh,
I told you. Okay, anyways. He's very funny in that starship of his called Cleveland.
Mercy.
All right, so anyways, back to sci-fi. Dan, what was on that list of yours that you have?
Well, one of my favorite shows was one called UFO or Project UFO from the late 60s. Had all these funny-haired colored people, had some really hot chicks on a moon base. They were fighting UFOs with these anal retentive spaceships that looked like they had a penis on the end of them. You couldn't go wrong with this show.
But that's not U.S. sci-fi, is it?
I think it might have been BBC. I didn't know we were limited to U.S.
Well, no, remember, Graham wants to talk about English sci-fi on another time, so that's why I suggested American. But I'm just busting your chops. We've already talked about Space 1999, which is one of the quintessential English sci-fi. So no, go ahead, UFO. And I actually used to watch that with my dad as a kid. It was a great show.
I only became aware of that show recently. I just haven't got around to watching it, but it looks really good.
It lasted too long, did it? Like 1 or 2 seasons?
I think 2 seasons. They made a movie to do a continuation of it, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I believe it only lasted 2 seasons.
And the other one on the list was one called Quark.
I loved Quark, the comedy with Richard. Who's it? What's it?
Richard Benjamin.
Yes, thank you, Richard Benjamin. And it was so funny because the county I live in is called Barnstable County, and the twins were the Barnstable twins.
I agree with you, Tracy. I like Blake 7, but that's also British.
You know, Babylon 5, real quick, right? They had a spinoff, right? I liked their spinoff. I liked it a lot. Crusade. I just wish they had not canceled that and that one went forward because I actually enjoyed that one too. Anybody else watch Crusade?
I never saw it actually. I've seen Babylon 5, obviously, but I never saw it.
Oh yeah, Babylon 5 is great. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to find, because I can't find it anywhere right now, but if you get a chance to see Crusade, I would watch it because it's really good. Because they're trying to cure Earth after they get that stuff in the atmosphere, right?
Right.
And so nobody can go back to Earth, right? So yeah, so the Crusade is on this big ship and they're off to go find it, right? They even got to take the mage with them and everything. So those are actually really good.
I remember Powers of Matthew Star too.
Powers of Matthew Star, yeah. And somebody else mentioned Misfits of Science earlier.
How about Automan?
Automan?
Automan.
Manimal?
I'm just glad I'm not the one who mentioned
it. Does anyone remember though Fugitive of the Empire?
No.
No one. What they did was
like medieval stuff.
Well, kind of. It's one of those future medieval. Long story short, it was called Archer, Fugitive of the Empire. That was the full name of it. And what happened was it was like a 90-minute pilot. So they released it as a made-for-TV movie. And I was just learning Dungeons & Dragons when it came out. It's basically like a Dungeons & Dragons game. But you find out over the course of the show, it's actually it's thousands of years after an atomic war. So it brought us all back to pre-industrial levels, and the radiation caused mutants, which created things like snake men and man beasts. And
only thing I remember about it was knights on horses with maces.
I don't remember maces. You would remember this. I'll tell you. You would remember this because the bad guy, his entourage, his army were snake men, and they kind of look like
Sir Hiss. Okay.
Ooh.
Sir Hiss.
Sir Hiss.
Sir Hiss.
Yeah, Sir Hiss.
Was that his name? Sir Hiss, the bad guy.
Sir Hiss. He was a snake man. Sir Hiss.
That's hilarious.
The main bad guy was a wizard. His army was snake men. Maybe you did see this. I don't know. But
Sir Hiss,
I don't know what to watch.
Serpentor.
What, Dan? You kind of cut out
saw
there.
it too. Gary saw it too. Was the main bad guy's name Sir Hiss, Gary? I forget.
Or was it Serpentor?
Serpentor. That's something else entirely.
But yeah, what happens is it's this guy. His tribe gets wiped out, and while he's trying to get revenge, he meets like this really hot warrior chick, and this thief guy, and there's one other I can't remember, and they have adventures, and it's not particularly good. But I remember as a kid who was really into things like high fantasy, post apocalyptic stuff. Dungeons and Dragons, I just ate it up, and I was so disappointed they didn't give it a shot, that it wasn't picked up. But that is, as I say, that. Are you still looking for it? By the way, you look like.
Oh, me? Yeah, I'm looking into it.
George Kennedy is probably the biggest known actor in it. So if you have trouble digging it up, try under George Kennedy.
Well, I got it. I found it's got a Wikipedia page.
Emily says that Sir Hiss was the Disney
snake in Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no Sir Hiss in The Archer fugitive from
the Empire.
The Empire. Thank you.
There you go.
My tag didn't go all the way.
Maybe he was
wrong title.
No, wait, Robin Hood.
Oh, and Graham, I was so bummed out the way they ended Tripods for two reasons. One, like everything else, the TV adaptation has to vary wildly from the source material. So by the time they're into the end of the second season, it's almost unrecognizable from the trilogy of books that were very good. But more importantly, and if any of you know the name Michael Grade is the bastard from the BBC. When he took over the BBC, he hated science fiction. He despised it personally, but it wasn't entertainment. So when he took over, he axed every BBC science fiction project. Tripods, Doctor Who, a couple others. Those are the two biggie. I heard somewhere his wife was having an affair with someone who was heavily involved in science fiction, so it was a personal matter. Either way, you're a horrible person. And you deserve to have your wife cheat on you.
It was probably Dirt Gently.
but Michael Grade is the one responsible for Tripods getting the axe on a cliffhanger ending. On a cliffhanger ending, of course. Have any of
He's
you
a member
guys
of the House of Lords, apparently.
Yes. Any of you guys actually read Tripods by William Christopher?
I've never read it. No.
Really slick. It's really
Sorry.
good stuff.
I haven't read everything.
I'm just making conversation. It's good.
I don't know, but I think I did see some of that Tripods series. I think it's actually on the list I put in chat earlier.
When I was visiting my father, now I know you're South Carolina and Raleigh is North Carolina, but I know the PBS station in that area was running it when I was in college because that's how I saw it. The PBS in the Northeast never showed it, but it was being showed in the Mid-Atlantic states. So
I dropped that playlist again for Dan in my chat. Okay,
and
that's it.
Our PBS stations down here, they showed a lot of stuff, man. You step like Benny Hill and all the old classic Doctor Who. We had the Doctor Who. They ran it from the original first episodes they had. Like
William Hartley.
I think it started on episode 20 and ran the whole series. Because the first 4 or 5 or 10 of them were lost, but they did start on like number 18 or 20.
All right, that bottle died.
They had a real fondness. PBS had a real fondness for showing ancient Western TV shows like Rawhide and Hopalong Cassidy and the Cisco Kid and Lone Ranger and all that stuff.
Rawhide. Yeah, I
guess
gotcha.
we live in the South.
There was a lot of that when I was growing up.
Branded.
Yes, yeah.
They had California and South Carolina mixed up. They thought somebody out here would want to see some damn cowboys.
It all looks the same. Geography is dumb.
I live in the part where we watch Green Acres and the Beverly Hillbillies. You live in the part of the country where they watch Westerns.
Green Acres is a life for me. Yeah, I remember Green Acres.
I thought that was so funny when I was a kid, and then I tried to watch it as an adult, and I was like,
Don't watch it as an adult.
Yeah, it doesn't hit the same. But
The
I mean,
guy
the
who was
theme song is still
L.Q.
great.
Jones's partner was in Green Acres. the really doofy guy with the sort of pork pie hat.
Yeah.
Eddie Albert.
No, not Eddie Albert. He's just one of the local hicks. But
I can't remember.
He plays Doc in A Boy and His Dog.
I think he's talking
yeah.
Not that again. I've never seen that.
You've never seen A Boy and His Dog?
No, it doesn't seem like I really need to.
I only bring it up once or twice a conversation.
Yeah, then Dan, he has PTSD from it. I mean, he's got a therapy bill that's like,
I had to do a whole video on it because of Thrash. So.
Hey,
Yeah.
A Boy and His Dog is nothing if you sit through the Human Centipede.
See,
Again,
I would
with the
never. I
I'm
can't
not
myself.
watching Human Centipede.
I sent Dan a Human Centipede Muppet thing. That was pretty funny.
I'm gonna put that up on YouTube one day. I swear I am.
All right.
I must warn people before you watch A Boy and His Dog, and I probably
Right
already
on, Emily.
I mentioned it several times. There are some situations in the story that can be harmful to people with sensitivities. So I can't say I recommend it. It's one of the best pieces of post-apocalyptic fiction ever made, but I recommend it with a qualification.
Yeah, but it involves girls getting eaten and not in a Valentine's Day way.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well,
right.
Anyway.
All right.
Yes.
That just killed the conversation.
Where do we go from here?
On that subject, has anybody seen the new Lou Ferrigno movie?
Esmeralda.
After 20 years, Lou Ferrigno's back in his first starring role, and he plays a guy called the Hermit. And you know what the bad part is? He eats folks.
You say that? Okay.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Esmeralda. Yeah.
Yeah, hi, Ez.
Long time no see. Good to see you, miss.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm got a little gas. Sorry. Old.
And not in a Valentine's Day way.
Well,
Is it
it's not
Valentine's
just
Day?
again, as we talked about, it's not just the cannibalism.
There's a lot in A Boy and His Dog that's problematic. Yes.
There's a lot of ravaging going around.
Yes.
Vic is a ravager of women.
So, aside from all that,
he
to the
kind of
movie,
gets
though?
ravaged himself at some point.
Oh, my.
How's that?
He kind of gets ravaged himself too. Yeah.
Oh, my.
They take
yeah.
Yep.
Technically, yeah. I suppose. Although the problem was, devil's advocate here. He consented. He just didn't realize what he was consenting to.
Yeah, that won't hold up in court.
You gotta read the fine print. I saw
as the dog says, if they just let you have your way, you probably wouldn't come out.
There's a meme.
What I want you to do, Sarah, is get that clip of Sulu going, "Oh my,
oh my."
We need to start using that a lot during our shows.
Okay, I will work on that. But there's this meme I saw up on Facebook, right? And about a movie that I would actually watch, right? It's it is Kevin from Home Alone, right? Sitting at the dinner table, right? As an adult. And above is a picture of, the guy from that movie where they everybody gets along, but they have that one day a year where they get to kill everybody and stuff.
The Purge?
Yes, The Purge, right. So I was like, dude, I would see that, right? Like Home Alone beats
grown
The
up
Purge.
Kevin in The Purge.
Oh yeah, that would be great. I would watch that. Would you watch that? I would watch that.
I think you got something. I think
I don't know. That poor boy that plays Kevin looks like he's been through The Purge now.
Well, anyways, I think that would be a good movie. I'd pay good money to see that. I would.
I always wondered what he would be like against the Predator.
Oh.
Well, I've always said that The Purge is based on that Star Trek episode with Landru.
Oh yeah,
Landru, that's great. Yep. I watched that one a few days ago.
I've always said because that's what the computer does. It one day a year it lets them
festival.
Yeah, festival. The festival is effectively The Purge.
Yeah, like Yeah, because I mean, like, I remember watching this as a kid, man. And like the leader's daughter's being hauled off, right?
Being ravaged.
And he's just like, that. It's the festival. I was like,
Agreed, Emily. Leave Macaulay.
One day we're going to have to do a show about the 1001 movies that rip off Star Trek.
What?
I said one day we're going to have to do a show about the 1001 movies that rip off Star Trek.
Well, it goes both ways. You could do movies that rip Star Trek off and things that were ripped off for Star Trek.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed either, actually. The Purge is... The first one's fine. The rest of them
I hate The Purge. I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, but if Kevin was in, fighting him off,
I'd still watch that, yeah.
Yeah, I'd watch that, yeah. I'd like, everybody backstage now, we're going to watch this.
I got the Purge ain't going to last long around me. If somebody comes up here wanting some purging going on, they'll be the ones laying in the yard, not me.
I feel the urging for some purging.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Said every supermodel ever. Oh, there.
It takes 3 minutes to put the drum on the Thompson. 3 minutes.
Well, anyways, you could just say they were rats.
Someone mentioned Willard earlier.
Yeah. Like
I meant to keep getting back to that, and we did, but no, Willard's a good movie.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I was trying to. I can't remember what I was going to say about it earlier.
Steve McQueen in it, driving a car really fast once.
You got to be a little bit more specific than that.
Well, the remake had
name of it.
What's
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix.
Yeah, I get that.
No, the name of that movie was Bullet, man.
Bullet?
He did drive a car real fast in Bullet too.
Like I said, you got to be more specific. He even drove a car really fast in The Blob. Come on.
Although he doesn't drive a car really fast in The Great Escape, he drives a motorcycle very fast.
Yes.
And why does he look older in The Blob?
Huh?
Why does he look older in The Blob?
Even he thought he was way too old for that role.
He looked old. He looked older when he made The Blob than in the 70s when he made Bullet.
It's true.
And he was dying when he made Bullet.
It's the contrast, like, of all the other high school kids, and you've got Steve McQueen, and he's like in his 30s.
I was so heartbroken when Steve McQueen died of cancer. I was devastated. I was like 12 or 13, and I'm like, oh man.
I remember I just saw his last movie where he was a bounty hunter or something, and like a few days later he was dead.
And I believe, didn't he die right around the same time Yul Brynner died of his cancer too?
I do think it was around the same time, like 1980-ish.
Yeah, early 80s. But yeah.
I don't know if it was the same time, but close enough.
Close enough. And it's funny because biggest movie they were in were Magnificent Seven. So. I wonder if it was a situation like The Conqueror, where they were filming out in the Nevada desert near where the above ground tests were being taken, and they inhaled radiation.
Oh, yeah.
The Conqueror. Because, like, everyone who made The Conqueror died, like, everyone died of cancer. Oh
yeah.
Doug, really would have told me they started filming indoors for whatever reason. And everyone went, let's get some of the sand and bring it with us.
Yeah. That's not a good idea.
And put it into a confined space, too, so it's even more important. Yeah.
Anyway, Dan, you're right. His last movie, he played a bounty hunter. It was called The Hunter. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's really cool is they could have gotten sand from, like, anywhere that wasn't contaminated. That would have been so cool. Wow.
Continuity, they wanted to match where they were filming.
Side note, sadly, I think the Hunter, the Bounty Hunter movie, might have been his best movie ever.
Really? I don't think I've ever seen it.
I was really sad that it was such a good movie, and then he was dead right after that.
Well, until I see it, I'm still going with Bullet, but we'll see. Or maybe Papillon, who's really good in Papillon.
A lot better movie than Bullet or some of his earlier stuff. And he actually looks the part of an old person in the movie he plays. He don't, he's not surrounded by a bunch of kids. He's supposed to be one of.
All right.
Anyway, Emily, what is with the millennial speak? You're talking about unaliving people going after your cats, and then you're talking about things being totally cringe.
I know 6 sevens.
I'm teasing you, Emily. I love you.
Love you, Emily. 85. He lived to 85. No kidding.
Really?
So he mad outlived Yul Brynner.
Oh, well, I was right about Steve McQueen dying in 1980.
Yeah, I knew he died in 80 because, like I said, I was like 12, 13. So that's around 1980. But
I wasn't born yet.
Yul Brynner died earlier. But,
I couldn't remember the year, but I remember I just saw his movie like a few weeks before, and then he was dead all of a sudden, and I thought it really sucked.
That suck.
it was a bummer.
Yeah. Well, my dad was a big Steve McQueen fan. He took it a lot worse than I did, you know.
I was 2.
I was born.
So you cried a lot.
Yeah, I cried a lot.
1980, I was 15 years old, you know. So it was right at the peak of my teenage.
You're like 8 months older than I am. How could you have been 15 when I was 12?
I was born in 1965, dude.
I thought you were born in 66.
No, I was born November the 13th, 1965.
Okay, I was born in 67.
On November the 13th, 1980.
Gotcha. All right. Sorry.
I know how old I am. I might not know a lot of shit, but I know how old I am.
Well, I just
I know how old I am. I won't be doing this show no more.
I was trash.
I'm eating some Jello and sitting on the porch going.
I'll still have you on my show, man.
Who was the Tim Conway character who was like the old man who had like 2 marbles left in his head? You know, he had a name. I can't remember the name though, but it was.
Was it Mr.
Emily
DeWitt?
was born.
Emily was born. Yes, she was.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he was just called the oldest man. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, he was just called the oldest man?
He was
Okay.
just called the oldest man.
But yeah, the way he dotted it was just so like.
Mm-hmm.
I remember he's playing an old barber once, and he's trying to do Harvey Korman's hair, and of course he botches it because his hands are shaking. And then as Harvey Korman leaves, he goes, "How about a tip?" And Harvey Korman says, "I got one for you. Go outside and stare at the sun." And for years, my friends and I said, "Yeah, stare at the sun." That was like
It's pretty funny.
Good times.
And Susanna
Morricone.
yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, she's cool.
Hey, Susanna. Oh, don't you cry for me.
You're like frozen my end, so that was weird. I was like, oh no, never mind, he's okay. All right. Well, we have made it to the 1 hour and 22-minute mark. Are we?
The legendary 1 hour and 22-minute mark. Yes.
Look, I don't know. I'm asking. It's not my show. I just hit buttons.
You know, I don't want to say the show is become a bestial necrophiliac, but it's beating a dead horse.
But we could talk about that wonderful sci-fi show, Drew Carey, again. That would seem to be a big hit. I loved it. Yeah,
Ryan Stiles is an alien. So
no, Mimi was an alien.
True, actually.
Yeah, she didn't even try to blend in. She's like, "Look at me, I'm different," and you're like, "Yeah, we noticed."
The Siamese elephant sketch, isn't that the one where Vicki Lawrence calls him an asshole?
What?
The Siamese elephants, Tim Conway.
Siamese elephant sketch.
Oh.
I believe that's the one where Vicki Lawrence, they're on live TV, and Vicki Lawrence calls him an asshole. She's in her mama persona. Is this asshole gonna ever finish the story? And they all just lose it, you know.
Oh,
Graham, are you talking about the original Westworld, or are you talking about the reboot Westworld?
There was actually 2 attempts to do Westworld as a TV show. Did you know that?
That's true. There was a TV show right after the
79,
Future
I wanna
World.
say.
Yeah.
But the more recent one with Hannibal Lecter in it, it's a lot better.
I like Westworld. I think the Westworld reboot is great. I think the last couple seasons get really not so great, but the first 2 seasons are great.
I think I've only seen the first 2 seasons. So.
Yeah, don't bother with it after that because they leave Westworld. They leave the title of the movie and they're out in the real world. And what's the point now?
I never made it to that season.
Yeah, don't bother.
Last thing I remember was some stuff in the desert with the robot running around trying to get out of the desert.
Yeah, that's in the first season or two. Yeah. Yeah, the when they got in the real world, they bring in Jesse Pinkman, the actor who plays Jesse Pinkman. I can't remember his name, and he's like the only good thing about it at that point. Like, I don't know.
There's a couple of shows that just kind of disappeared off my radar. Like there's this one called The Dome, where they was under a dome, and all
right, yeah,
dome,
that was stupid.
all this shit was happening under the dome, and then the dome was gone, and then I never.
Stephen King wrote that because he'd watched too much Lost by his own.
Oh yeah, I remember when Dome came out. I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna be watching that." And then The Simpsons did the movie, and then they were under a dome, and I'm like, "Well, anyways, we can't."
The dome
and that's
was
why I stopped watching The Simpsons too.
Man, it was out there.
Yeah,
and
I was like,
gone. The dome was gone.
And thank you, Angela. Angela had the story in a bit more detail than I remember it, but I do remember Vicki Lawrence calling him an asshole, and it was on the Dick Clark.
There was another show called Warehouse 13 that was pretty good too.
Like I did not like that when it first came out, but I recently watched like all of them, I think, and I was like, "Oh, okay, well, this turned out good." But see, at that time I was working and I had a lot of things going on, right? So it was one of those things with the Sci-Fi Channel. I'm like, gosh, not a terrible show again.
What about that X-Files spinoff that was canceled because of 9/11? The Lone Gunman?
Oh, yeah.
That was a great show, and it died because of 9/11.
I never got to see it, but I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was another one called Millennium with Lance Hendrickson.
Yeah.
And it had a great pilot with like these like a gargoyle demon type things telling stories in a diner, and it was really slick, but again, it wasn't picked up. And I believe same difference. And there's one more. I can't believe I never got to mentioning it. Speaking of sci-fi TV shows that were basically The Fugitive, does anyone else remember Otherworld? About the family that goes on vacation in Egypt, and it's sort of like Stargate, where they go through into another dimension, and it's this alternate universe where it's like this empire, but it's balkanized. And they're trying to avoid. Jonathan Banks is like the leader of the secret police, and he's trying to catch Jonathan Banks is amazing in it.
That does sound familiar. I don't think I've seen it, but I've seen like commercials for it or something because it does sound very familiar.
I remember this show back in the 70s, man, about the Bermuda Triangle, but I cannot remember the name of it. It might have been called The Triangle. And
that was called similar. Ike Easekman was in that one, and it was called The Fantastic Journey.
And they go through the vortex thing and wind up on this weird ass other universe where everything's weird,
and Roddy McDowell's in it as well.
Yeah, it was a really good show that just kind of vanished.
You had to Roddy McDowell.
All right.
If you ever get a chance, even though it'll vanish right off the radar because it just ends.
But yeah, the daughter in Otherworld, I believe her name was Jonah Lee, and I had like the biggest crush on her. I swear to God.
Even though I think it lasted 4 or 5 seasons, there's another short-lived show called Grimm that might be worth mentioning on this episode.
No, I never saw Grimm.
Grimm. Yeah, I saw Grimm. I watched all the Grimms. I liked Grimm. That was actually pretty good. I didn't think it was going to be good at first, but then I really got into it. They did it good. I liked Grimm.
I like all the vested and different monsters in it. As a matter of fact, it's one of the series I've got on DVD because I'm going to planning on rewatching it in my future.
Yeah,
that was a show my mom made me watch because I, again, like you, Sarah, I thought it was going to be terrible just from the premise, but she's like, no, you will really like this. So when I eventually did watch it, it's great.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the weird names for the monsters, like Looking Box for the werewolves, or all
the good stuff that I never got to see, right? But then I got to see all the remakes of these things that were awful. So I was like, well, these things are just awful. And then, I don't know, one of these days I'll catch up all the original stuff and I'll be like, oh, yeah, see, why did they make all that? It's terrible. I don't know why they do that, right? Sad. Anyways, but, there's some good things out there. Like, the remake of The Mummy, like, the first one was good. I actually enjoyed that one, Did I ever see the original movies? No, but I will now.
What remake of the Mummy?
Well, the Mummy movies, right? Like the Mummy movies.
I hope she's talking about Brandon Fraser and not that gay ass Cruise.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Of course, you're talking about Brendan Fraser. Oh my gosh, are you a sane person?
Maybe even
Those
Christopher
weren't very
Lee would
good
be
either,
okay.
though.
The first one, I actually enjoyed that first one. If I had never seen that one, I don't think I ever would be interested to go see all those old ones that I never watched because
Mrs.
all the
Thresh
remakes I ever saw were terrible, right? But that was like the
Mrs.
first.
Thresh loves Brendan Fraser, and I'm like, nah.
I like Brendan Fraser too, but apparently he left Hollywood.
But he's nah. He's not that good. I'm sorry.
I liked him in Phenomenon. That was a good, or not Phenomenon. Phantom. Excuse me, Phantom.
I liked him in the movie about the behind the scenes stuff of John Whale.
Oh yeah, the Gods and Monsters. Yeah.
Thank you. I always want to call it Whale, but it's not Whale.
Yeah.
He is in
Gods
Whale.
and Monsters.
But, he is in Whale. So, Gods and Monsters. Thank you. I like Gods and Monsters.
No, Graham J. Believe it or not, nobody has talked about Firefly yet. Probably because Joss Whedon got canceled.
Well, I never watched it.
Glau at some length.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true. We did. No, Firefly is like the poster child for this topic, for sure.
Yeah, I didn't watch that movie either. Or show, whatever. I didn't. Nope.
You've never watched Firefly? You'd like Firefly.
People tell me that, and also people tell me I wouldn't. So I'm like, well, I don't know. Because like when it was out, I was working, and I didn't have time for all this stuff. I was a nanny. It was just terrible. But anyway, so, I got to know what that Jerry Ryan movie was, for crying out loud.
It's like trying to do what Gene Roddenberry was trying to do. It's basically Wagon Train to the Stars. It's a Western in space. It's great.
I'll be honest,
but,
back as a young person, it just didn't work for me, and I did not like it. Now that I'm older and watched it back, it's different. It's like Mandela. It got better with age.
Wait, is that
you went from a universe where it was terrible to a universe where it was good?
Yeah. but there was something about the show I didn't like when I was younger that I guess I outgrew or something.
Okay. No, Drew Carey was not in Firefly.
if Drew Carey had been in it, that would have been the reason I didn't like it.
Ron Glass was in it until he passed on. And he was
God dang it.
It had the good Baldwin brother, Adam
What's
Baldwin.
the guy's name? What's the guy?
The only one I like.
Baldwin brother, really?
The one who hasn't killed anyone.
Yeah.
Who was the captain in Firefly?
Nathan Fillion.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like his iconic role. It's like, Nathan Fillion.
I can't think of his.
The only other thing I know that he did was Big Bang Theory, where he played.
He had that other show for a really long time. Was it Bones?
I remember what I didn't like a show.
I didn't like Big Bang. I didn't like Bones.
This little face bastard right here. I cannot stand this little
Tudyk.
I can't stand this guy.
Oh, anyway.
Alan Tudyk. He was in that show about the alien thing lately, and it was horrible. Oh, I wanted to pull my hair out watching him try to be
Dan's hot takes never cease to amaze me.
He's the worst thing about Dirk Gently season 2 is he shows up in the last 2 episodes with his big red face. Right down the face. I mean, it just messes him up. It kind of makes it worth it.
He's a great voice actor too. You should look at his filmography.
I don't know, it's something about his little face that just makes me want to slap him. I can't stand this guy.
So what do you think of his face?
I will go to jail if I ever meet him in person because I'll just walk up. I will.
Stay away from Dan, that guy.
I wouldn't be able to control my impulse for bitch slapping, man. I wouldn't be able to control it. It's one of them impulse actions. I might slap him if I see him.
Don't worry. There's plenty of people that are writers that if I find out that you wrote a thing and you made it terrible, I'm going to yell at you. I promise.
Let me put a disclaimer up. I suffer from a condition called Tourette's, and sometimes I'm not totally controlling my Well, if I walk up and bitch slap the hell out of somebody, it's possible I didn't mean to do it. Just saying.
Yeah, that would explain a lot.
It was an uncontrollable, involuntary reaction I could not control.
There's a show now,
and I have used that defense several times in that
way. There's a reality show about a young lady with Tourette's, and I never, honestly, God, I never knew this. It's not just speech; they sometimes have impulse control, body actions. Like she has this thing where she routinely decks her.
That's actually more common than the verbal tics. Yeah.
Let me
she decks her fiance in a certain part of his body.
Again to you, Thrash, so in case there was some problem, let me point this out. if I walk up and slap the shit out of somebody, it's not always my fault. I have a medical.
We're gonna get the card saying that, by the way. I could use that.
Hey,
Gary, I don't even know. It's the guy that has the face he doesn't like.
Alan Tudyk.
I've actually gotten off in court with that excuse.
Really?
Yes, several times.
No
Way
kidding.
too many times. Way too many times.
You know, there was something I was going to say, but I've already completely forgotten what it was because Dan has just completely melted my brain.
Well, we were
Yeah,
saying
I
though,
melted too.
MHCC, hello, welcome to the party. Yes, we talked about Battlestar Galactica extensively, all of them.
Yeah, and Dan.
I
had
like
it
the
all down.
reboot. They don't.
No, look.
Thrash has
What
been
did I
neutral
say?
on the subject.
What did I say last time we talked about it? I said I had revisited it and it wasn't as bad as I remembered it. I just haven't
never
gotten
watched
back
it.
to it again, but I still will because I still have that thought, right?
That's true. You did say that. I forgot. You
Yeah,
said
and then you dazed me in your DMs for not going off on your show, and I was like, "You're welcome." I was an adult.
And I
can
told
do
you if you
that.
do go back to it, just watch everything up to the last episode and don't watch the last episode because then you'll hate it again.
Yes, I can do that. I'm really good at. Like I watched all of X-Files up until the last season. I tried to watch that, and I was like,
Oh God, yeah. Speaking of shows that went off the rails.
yeah, and then I don't know, it's gonna be seizures. I was like,
I
what
recently
is this?
rewatched every episode of the X-Files last year.
There's so many.
Yeah. I was
And
watching
it's
4 or
funny.
5 a day too, buddy. I was
It's so
like,
weird
into it.
because that show was so cutting edge when it came out, and it's so ridiculously dated now.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
like, it's like watching something from Bletchley Park. It's like it's good,
Terrible.
but it's just so comically archaic.
You know, I think the one-off X-Files episodes are better than the carrying on the saga of the alien thing, because you got the one-offs like the mutant people that live in the cabin, or the one with the vampires, or the ones with the werewolf, and they're standalone episodes that's really good, like the one where they're with cops and the cops are following them around. That was weird, but the one-off episodes to me were a lot better than the carrying on the chasing down the alien threat thing.
No, I agree. I liked the chasing down the big mythos episodes, as they called them, but like
Those were good,
you're right,
but
the standalone were better.
How about that one about the guy who lives under the stairs? He crawls in through keyholes and shit.
Oh yeah, the like contortionist guy. That was
Well,
creepy.
yeah, Mr. Toombs.
Yeah,
Mr. Toombs.
Home was actually amazing, and it was banned for years because of various subplots. But it's an absolutely outstanding episode as far as how it was filmed and everything. It's really, really amazing.
Awesome. All right, I gotta go. I haven't eaten today.
It's getting late,
and
guys.
I need to eat.
I gotta work in the morning.
I'm starting to get hungry now.
Call it a night tonight, and maybe in about 2 weeks we'll come back and continue this conversation.
You know,
Oh,
I had a
good.
blast
That's my
tonight. I
June
really
30th.
did. I want to thank you guys.
yeah, it's always fun.
I was a good time with you guys.
me again.
forward to
So
seeing you
thanks
again
for
very,
coming and
very, very
playing,
soon.
keeping your skin on.
Yeah.
It's very sci-fi of you. All right. And
Before I cook up, let me say happy trails to everybody.
Happy trails. And then the other thing is, again, if anybody can help with the UFO man situation, please get in contact with me. That'd be great, because he's a friend of all of ours, and we care. So thanks, everybody. Have a good night. See you in 2 weeks, and we'll be live Thursday, where hopefully we'll all continue our conversation of silliness. It'll be great. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, I'm Captain.
Sit right back, it's time to show. With Pons and Dan in a TV flow. Geeks for sure with tales to tell. Every Sunday is pretty swell. Good times here, you'll want some more. Remember days you can't ignore. Kids and family, friends so dear. Join us now, the crew is here. On the artifact, save the world with Sarah at their side. Oh go, Sunday fun with joy and cheer. Flip side, flip, flip, so revere. from days gone by. Epic moments never die. Internet was such a blast. Fun with friends, let's make it last. Time to laugh and time to chat. Geek out hard and that's a fact. Sarah's here to add the spice. Memories that feel so nice. Love me on earth, I'll save the world with Sarah at their side. Oh girl, Sunday fun with joy and cheer. Flip side, flip, flips over fear. Save the world with Sarah at their side. Oh girl, Sunday's fun with joy and cheer. Flip side, flip, let's all revere. Movie shows from days gone by. Epic moments never die. Internet was such a blast. Fun with friends, let's make it last. Time to laugh and time to chat. Geek out hard and that's a fact. Sarah's here to add the spice.